Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 98 of Millennial Movie Talk, MMT, your movie talk show. We're here. We look like we're on a weird late night set.
I like
all
it.
Of us,
I like looking like we're
our
on a
new
late night
mics.
set.
Chris especially. Chris
Brilliant.
looks like he just rolled out of a taxi.
Chris looks like you should be playing bass on a band.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm about to get up and do some audience work, but we have no audience, so...
Yeah.
If you can do some stand-up for us in the post-show, that'd be excellent.
All right, if I come up with a joke, I'll frame it in a stand-up.
Excellent,
Yeah.
perfect. You can catch
I
that
like it.
pre-show and post-show over on patreon.com/movietalk. Or if
The
you're listening to us on a
condensation
podcast
from
service,
my mug is leaving a ring on the
subscribe
chair.
or follow on your podcast service of choice. Or YouTube. You can do that as well. How's everyone been?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Until now.
We have to.
Debatable.
You gotta
Keep the
introduce
energy
everyone.
going.
You gotta introduce everyone.
Introduce everyone. I am Braden. They, them. I'm joined by Steph.
Hi.
I'm joined by Alex.
Hello.
I'm joined by Michael.
Hello.
And I'm joined by Chris.
Hello.
It's a full star-studded cast today.
We got everyone. There's
Everyone's
the Avengers.
here. Assembled.
We're here.
We're here and we're queer. And actually,
Whoa.
no, I think
1/5.
1/5.
1/5.
There we go. Now,
We're here and we're whoever we want to be.
that's good. I like that.
Except for you.
Except
Yeah,
Chris
yeah,
we-
has to
You
fit in a
have
bracket.
to tell who you
No,
are.
Chris, you're forgetting your contract for Millennial Movie Talk. You have to conform to whatever we want you to be.
Okay, that's right. Yes.
Whatever
true.
character work we want for you, you have to do it.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Next
clearly,
week's the
Right
mascot
now
suit.
is... What, exactly?
Next week you have to be Gritty from that American. I think it's a hockey mascot. That big orange one who does all the crazy shit.
Okay, sure.
And
We're
then
gonna
the week
get you in
after
that
that,
suit.
you got to be bilingual. So
Oh
speak
man.
2 languages.
Okay. Well, I already speak Elvish, obviously. We've been watching Lord of the Rings lately. Alex, you should know this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Do we want to discuss the Academy?
Do we?
I don't know.
The Oscar noms.
Because
I'll say no. We can skip a whole segment if I just
Yeah,
say
nah,
no.
don't
That's
worry
not
about it.
that
Let's
important.
just
It's
go.
not that
No one wants
important,
to? Okay.
No, go for it. Go
Movie
for it.
podcast, let's not discuss the Oscars, the biggest award
Well, you proposed the
ceremony.
question. I just answered it.
Fair enough.
I'd say
I mean,
the MTV Movie Awards are the biggest awards.
see, that's the important
I
one.
think,
Nickelodeon Kids' Choice.
Slime.
Yeah.
Gotta have the
Yeah.
Gotta
slime.
get
Gotta
slimed.
have a slime.
Yeah.
Now, Alex,
You know, even the Golden Globes at this point is better than the Oscars. I feel like the Oscars.
we just had them.
No one cares about the Oscars.
I feel like I didn't even know the Golden Globes
They
were
did
on.
like an
No, I
awkward
didn't.
over
I walked
Zoom.
downstairs and they were on, and I went, today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just not really an award season at the moment.
Same
is
with
it?
the Critics' Choice Awards. I was just like, oh, they're here.
What about the Razzies? Anne Hathaway's led the nominations for the Razzies.
Oh, really?
Ooh.
Yeah,
Let's
for
check
What?
out the
What'd she do?
Razzies.
Witches, I think.
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
No one liked witches that much. Everyone hated witches.
Well,
so
there
much.
was that big controversy
Was
about
it
her.
like the hands or something?
Yeah, it was her hand. So the character design of the villain, right, the head witch, had this. I can't remember what it was called, but it was something to do with. It's based on a real life. I don't know the correct word.
The
Braden.
witches.
Help me out. I
hands.
can't remember the name of it, but it's a sort of thing where some people don't have
Oh,
5 fingers.
no,
They've only got
okay.
like a couple of them.
Yeah.
Oh, they got the claws.
Yeah.
The witches are revealed to have 3 elongated fingers on each hand and toeless feet. Comedian Alex Brooker and others with hand and arm impairments have accused the film of
Impairment,
being
that's the word I'm
completely
looking for.
insensitive towards disabled people.
Because it,
Really?
especially
That's
and
interesting.
She said she didn't realize that children who have this impairment, watching her and connecting this with the head witch and with this, like this being who's supposed to be the height of evil, this ugly being, like it's just not nice. You
Yeah,
know?
it's-
like
Yeah.
it's.
So the actress has the...
Anne Hathaway
condition.
doesn't
Yeah, I remember
have it
seeing
in
the
real
picture.
life.
Oh, so they're missing.
Oh.
They gave it
So
to
they're-
Anne
They're
Hathaway.
missing. Which ones are they missing?
Wait,
They're
so...
missing their
I mean, look,
middle
the
fingers.
character is
Yeah.
written to have these elongated fingers, but the character design that they made for this movie specifically
Makes
is
it
it's a little
look-
too close
It
to
makes
home.
it
So-
look
for
exactly
some
like people
people.
who have a disability. Which
So they
is-
made it look, like a real disfigurement.
Yeah. Rather than making it look monstrous and like cartoonish, they made it look kind of real, and it makes it very insensitive.
Well, yeah, certainly. If it looks like a real condition, yeah, that's a...
Also, just like her,
Oops.
The big
her
oops on
face
that.
and the CGI they do in this film is the worst, and
Yeah,
I hate it
doesn't
so
look good.
much.
Doesn't
Is that Anne
look good.
Hathaway?
Yeah, that's Anne Hathaway.
It's-
It's
Did
fucked.
anyone actually see this movie?
Nah, it looks like
No.
Professor X just had a bad day.
I really like The Witches as well, the original.
Never
I
seen
really
it.
like it.
Never read the book.
It's just the worst.
Oh my god!
Oh,
I
no.
hate it. It's horrible.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Oh, that's
picture is
almost
that?
on par with Percy Jackson too.
Oh, it's so
the guy with
bad.
the
That
one
looks
eye.
like someone
showing
actually
my
took
sister.
took it out and started like spreading it with Photoshop.
Yeah.
Like,
Chris, what's
Yeah.
more terrifying, that or Demon Bilbo?
That.
So yes, that's why she's leading the Razzie Noms. But the Oscar Noms, on the other hand.
Noms.
The Oscar noms. Alex, do you think you know them off by heart?
Best picture, I can give you a good.
Good all round.
I believe there's 8.
Yep, you're
They
right.
can go up to 10. Originally it was 5, but they chose 8 this year. 7 last year. Judas and the Black Messiah, The Father, Judas and the Black Messiah 2.
You got the first 2
Yeah.
on this list.
And I'm drawing a blank. Nomadland,
Nomadland.
Minari. Went for a roll here. Why can't I think of anything
We saw
else?
we saw another one.
Yeah. Oh, yep. With oh my god,
Oldman?
Promising Young Woman.
Yeah, we saw another one too.
Oh, fucking Mank.
Yeah.
And there's one more, isn't there?
The other 2 you've seen.
Other
2 of
2.
them.
They ne-
You really liked both of them.
Yeah.
Is one of them?
One's got Riz,
Sound of Metal.
and the other
Thanks,
one's got
Michael.
Baron.
Oh yeah, Trial of Chicago 7.
There you go.
There you go.
Wow, that was a struggle. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah,
I
it's
came
alright.
out so confident.
Do you want
I've
me to
seen them all but The Father.
So, out of these, which ones do? What are your picks here for? What is everyone thinking on Best Picture?
So Minari should win, but Nomadland will win.
I have not seen.
But
it yet.
last year I said Parasite should win, and 1917
Will
will
win.
win. And look what happened there.
So, are you making a prediction based on your hoping that it goes the other way?
My heart says Minari. My brain
But
says
my body.
my brain says Nomadland. I don't know why the fuck Mank is in there. Get Mank out of there.
I liked Mank.
I assume it's in there because it's Hollywood jerking itself.
Yeah,
It is
but,
also Hollywood jerking
I
itself
liked
off.
Mank. Did you love Mank?
I didn't love Mank.
Mank was fine.
But like,
I'd
from-
never watch it again.
From what you guys are telling me, like it doesn't seem like it's best picture sort of.
I'd definitely rather put The Five Bloods in there.
Chris, what did you think of Mank?
I think Mank was good. You know, dark room, well rested afterwards.
I would have liked to see
Quiet,
the
not
Five
too
Bloods.
loud.
Yeah, The Five Bloods got fucked up in this. The Five Bloods is the biggest snub of the Oscar
But I
season.
mean, isn't it that situation where it came out?
Came
like,
out in June and
that
July.
early,
so
like that
Really?
early, just after
Yeah.
award season, that it just gets forgotten about. Because like, there's been quite a few movies like that, like, because I don't always see all the Oscar movies. There's like ones I've seen over like the year. I'm like, oh, that should get it, and it never gets in.
But
like,
The Five Bloods has had surprisingly, like,
It's had a big
nomination.
outcry.
mixed to positive reviews, but not like,
I'd say
they're
got
not
positive
acclaimed.
reviews.
well, it's sitting on like a 6.5 on IMDb.
Okay,
But
go
like,
Rotten Tomatoes and look at the average score. IMDb score is no one should look at that and think that
That's what's
it's
at,
what
yeah.
thing, because anyone can vote for that. So people jump on there and just downvote it.
All right, The Five Bloods is sitting at a 92% on
And
the
that is a
tomato
high
meter.
score.
Click the
but it's a
click the more
54%
info.
audience score.
295 reviews.
What's the average score? Because I'll actually give you an average score.
Oh, it gives you an average score.
Like-
okay. 8.
8. Average score of 8.
Right.
So that's
But
from
the
critics.
audience gives it 54%.
So that's the thing. This is a movie that didn't hit well with audiences because it's so like
Long.
in your face and it's long.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
I loved the movie.
I
yeah, I
really
thought it
enjoyed.
was
'Cause we watched it for the homework, didn't
Yeah.
we?
Yeah.
I really liked it.
It was so
the
good.
fact that Delroy Lindo didn't get a nomination is shocking. He
It's
played
sad.
Paul, the one that the MAGA hat wearing one.
he turns
Yep.
on everyone and then tries
Yeah.
to work his way back.
Yeah, the one that was like the one that brought his son up. Was that the one that
yeah,
brought
the
his
one
son
that
on?
brought
Yeah.
his son.
yeah,
but
that's a real shame that he didn't get nominated for.
Spike Lee got
anything.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not very fair.
Yeah, but
not fair.
How many times now has Spike Lee gotten gypped?
he won for Black
Too many.
Klansman?
Yeah, but
He did
like
get-
I mean,
But that was
Yeah.
like the only one, wasn't it?
yeah.
And then he got shooed off of stage when his speech
Yeah.
went too long, pretty much.
Yeah. And he dressed like.
Are we? Sorry, you go.
No, you go. Never mind.
Isn't the all purple?
Yeah, he dressed like Waluigi.
Yeah, that's right. I was going to say, we're almost certain that Chadwick Boseman's going to win Best
Yeah,
Actor.
that's a lock.
That's
Yeah.
a lock in.
What was
But,
that?
like,
What's that
do you know
for?
what's sad?
After I woke up and the Golden Globes had happened and I didn't know, and I saw that Chadwick had won, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this is
What
gonna be
movie is he
everything.
nominated for best actor? For?
Ma
Ma
Rainey's
Rainey's
Black
Black
Bottom.
Bottom.
Has anyone here seen it?
No.
It's on my
No.
list.
Okay, I've seen it.
I need to watch it.
It's well deserved, but it's one of those things where I honestly think he would have won it, regardless whether he died or not. But there's always going to be that doubt looming.
Yeah.
looming.
It was
now.
like the Heath Ledger thing.
yeah, it's
Like
like
I always look back on it and I'm like, well, did that really?
it's really sad though because like he's locked in to win it. But who else? Stephen Yeun deserves it.
Yeah, Stephen Yeun, Riz Ahmed,
Riz Ahmed deserves it. As well.
Anthony Hopkins, and Gary Oldman.
So if this was my choice, and I had to take excluding Chadwick, definitely
Stephen Yin.
Stephen Yeun. No, Riz Ahmed, then Stephen.
Oh,
Yeah, Riz Ahmed. I really want to watch
Yeun.
Sound
Are
of
you falling
Metal.
down?
It was sliding a little bit.
Okay.
Just tilt it up a little bit and project more. Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Okay.
There we go.
Best actress, we got Viola Davis, Andra Day, Vanessa Kirby, Frances McDormand, and Kerry Mulligan. Probably going to be.
I'll help you out every time it happens.
It's probably going to be Frances. She's probably going to take it home for Nomadland.
Yeah, we're just picking that.
I would pick that.
No picks for Alex. How was Viola Davis in Ma Rainey's? You can't
Oh,
talk.
thank you. Michael muted us.
Just for a second. Okay.
Which one?
For Viola Davis for
Oh, well
Ma
deserved.
Rainey's.
I think
Like, do you think
Do you
she
think
could
Frances
get
is gonna
Best
get it,
Actress?
or-
Or?
Frances is going to get it. If not Frances, I think Carrie Mulligan should get it.
Okay.
If Carrie Mulligan
Okay.
She did a good job. She did a good
Promising
Young
real
job.
good
woman.
and promising young woman. Best supporting.
Supporting.
Can I move on to that?
Yeah.
Actor. Daniel Kaluuya's locked.
You reckon?
Daniel Kaluuya.
Yeah, he's going to win it. He's won all
He
the
was
other ones.
fucking incredible in that movie.
I can't wait to see it.
I would
Dude,
like to see.
Honestly, his monologues and speeches are
I'm
breathtaking.
going to get chills.
Yeah.
I'd like to
Because there's
see
one, just
Lakeith
one
win
take.
it.
Dude, if Lakeith, I think he shared on his Instagram. He was like,
He's so shocked.
he was like, oh, like first like actor with a face tattoo. I'm going home. I'm done. Like Lamau, like he just shared that because someone shared like, this is the first time anyone with a face tattoo has been nominated for this type of award.
Also, everyone's favorite thing to say now is, well, who was the lead in Judas and the Black Messiah? Because both of them got nominated for Best Supporting Actor.
Yeah, and it wasn't until you explained
Okay.
it to me that I was like, what the fuck?
So
And what's
who
the
else?
explanation?
It's the studios and the producers choose where they want to submit actors.
Oh,
So-
interesting.
Whether
Okay.
they
So
got the
for what
best shot.
category? For where they got
Yep.
the best shot. So like, say, do you remember Ford v Ferrari coming out a few years ago?
Yeah.
Where they put Bale and Damon both in lead actor, and none of them got
Nine
nominated.
of them won, yeah.
Yeah.
Where
Not
if they
nominated,
would
yeah.
have put if they would have put Bale in Best Supporting, I guarantee you Bale would have got nominated.
Yep. Yep.
It's very interesting.
Interesting. Yeah.
So what do we have?
All
in
So
politics.
that's why I think Delroy
All
Lindo didn't
politics.
get nominated for The Five Bloods because they put him in lead when
Yeah.
he probably should have been supporting.
I was going to say, yeah. Other supporting ones are Sacha Baron Cohen, Leslie Odom Jr., Paul Racy, and look, he's Stanford.
I'd like to see Paul Racy maybe win.
What's
Yeah?
that for?
Not Daniel Kaluuya.
Sound of Metal.
Sound of Metal.
What
He-
role did he play in that?
He plays like the I don't want to say lead because it sounds like a cult. No, he plays like the head of like a camp or a retreat you go to help people going deaf.
Yes. Okay. Yep. That's right. That makes sense.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
he's real good in it, and he
That's
works
cool.
with the deaf a lot in real life. So
There you
yeah.
go.
Very cool. I was going to say best actress in supporting role, Maria Bakalova.
she's locked. She'll win
Yeah,
it.
you reckon?
Yeah,
You reckon?
yeah.
I mean, everyone's raving about her performance in that. Like,
she'll win it. If not, who else is nominated?
so then there's
Olivia
Glenn Close,
I'm
Olivia
so
Colman.
mad Glenn Close got nominated.
haven't
Because
seen it.
Yeah, because no one. It's shit. It's a real bad
Oh,
movie.
no.
What movies are these people like?
Hillbilly
Yeah.
Elegy.
Allergy. It's some Ron Howard directed film on
It's not even,
Netflix.
Ron
it's not even one
Howard?
that like I
It's
heard
awful.
of.
Look at
Never heard of it.
Braden, look at his Rotten Tomato score.
All right,
Yeah, I
so
don't know.
Billy-
Who
this
did you say
either.
was a lock?
Billy.
Maria
the-
Bakalova.
Yeah, from
What for?
Borat.
Oh right, yeah.
Film.
The daughter, obviously. Yep.
Because that was like her first major. Was that like her first?
That's
like,
her first role in a movie.
But
Yeah.
Olivia Colman is in the Noms too.
She won't win it. If anything, the grandma from Minari will win over her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 28% Rotten Tomatoes.
that's a doofed.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think.
shit.
I think.
But a
Olivia-
very high audience score.
Yeah, it's
that's
weird,
weird.
isn't it? People just eat up anything.
Honestly. And then Amanda Seyfried and Yo Young Yeon in Minari.
Yeah, Yo Young Young. I actually want to win if I had to choose.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
So we reckon Onward is going to win. Oh no, Soul. Sorry, Soul's
Soul,
going to
innit?
win best animated feature.
Raya and the Last Dragon must have just missed the cut.
Yeah, must have just missed out because that's a big missing one off this
I'd like to
list.
know when the date is because the date's in between when Judas and Black Messiah came out and when Raya came out. There's a date there, and that's where the
that
cutoff
was
is.
really that. Yeah, that's tight right there.
So I'd say Raya over Soul if I had to choose.
From the way that you guys talked about it last week, I
Oh.
reckon that would have been.
dude,
We like Raya.
Raya is so good. I really like Soul though, so
I still need to watch.
I like
happy to
Soul.
see
Soul's
Soul
like my
win
number
this.
3 movie of last year.
Are
too.
we aware? I don't know if this is the same movie, but best costume design, best makeup and hairstyling. Pinocchio has been
It's not Del Toro's.
no.
no,
It's foreign
some
film.
random other foreign one.
Well,
Sure, why
oh,
not?
there's Tenet. Tenet gets a nom.
How has everyone?
For
Thank
what?
God. Can we? All right. So big
Best
thing they did
production
this year
design.
was they.
Tenet got completely snubbed on everything except visual effects.
No, I'm talking about the fact that they now have combined best sound editing and best sound mixing
Thank
into
God.
one category.
Okay.
Yeah,
No
what
one
the
knew the
hell's the
difference.
Yeah,
difference?
it was.
Because no one
yeah.
knew the difference. So, and thank God Tenet didn't get nominated for that. Because everyone's like,
That
if
was
Tenet
horrible.
got
Oh my
nominated for
God.
best sound,
That would be the biggest meme.
that'd be
Yeah.
like Bohemian Rhapsody winning best edit. Oh, that happened.
Yeah.
Bohemian Rhapsody winning best edit.
Yeah,
can I
they
bring
had to give it
attention-
something, Alex. It was
Can I-
popular.
Bring attention to one thing that I'm very confused by. Best adapted screenplay.
Yep.
Borat's subsequent movie film. Best adapted screenplay.
Adapted from life, Braden.
Yeah, 80% of that film is improv. And
Is
so
it under best
It's adapted.
So I saw a thing where so people in the industry, they get sent the scripts and like screenplays out to them in little books. They sent Cherry out as like a massive waste of paper book.
Yeah, I got so
Which is
upset when
insane.
I saw that Cherry has got a 37% Rotten Tomatoes.
It's enough.
I really wanted to watch it, and then I just saw that and I went,
Never
it's
even
too
heard
long.
of it. What's
It's
Cherry?
the Tom Holland war veteran film,
Oh.
directed by the Russo brothers who did Endgame and
All
the MCU
right.
movies.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looked really interesting, and now I just
But it goes too long. It goes to like 240 nearly.
Yeah.
Oof.
And it got a 37%, and I just went, I'm not watching it.
yikes. So they sent out the script for Borat, and 80% of the book
Was this blank?
is it's adapted screenplay based on what they filmed, like because it's all improv and real people who didn't have a script, and they've typed up what they said in the film. It's very weird. So I'm not
Okay.
sure how that got in for
Sure.
adapted screenplay.
Honestly, I just like to see Borat with
Yeah,
the
well-
nomination.
It's really
What
weird.
else?
Yeah,
is
I'm a
in
little
that
confused
But a
too,
category?
big
actually.
snub, I thought, from original screenplay.
Original
Palm-
screenplay?
Palm Springs. Nothing,
Oh, yeah.
Nothing for Palm
Did
Springs
that
at all.
did that get any noms
Nothing
at all?
at all.
Oh, that's
Should've-
a snub.
Should have deserved more. And I would like to see Ben Affleck for The Way Back. That would have
Yes.
been nice. That was his most personal role to date, and he knocked it out of the park.
That's
and
a
it just gave
great
him nothing.
movie.
And it just gave him nothing.
That
Sports
came out a
movies,
bit
man.
too early, I reckon.
Came out like March.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
that was
So-
like as soon as we went into lockdown, that had come
That was the
out.
last movie I saw before lockdown hit.
Yeah.
And then you and me
Goddamn.
watched it that one night.
It's a good
I remember
movie.
that.
All right, I think that covers all the big ones.
Pretty much.
Oh,
yeah.
director.
Oh yeah, director. Yes, let me just scroll back
Historic
up. Sorry, that was the
moment for
second
best
one.
director. 2 women getting nominated.
Cool.
The most.
Which
Nice.
now brings the total to 7,
And
Phew.
Viola
which
Taylor.
is insane.
Viola Davis has set the record of the most nominations for a black female in actress.
That's huge. That's awesome.
And Stephen Young is the first Asian American actor to be nominated.
For
Yeah.
best lead.
Yeah, for best lead.
God damn.
Oh my god.
And yeah, and who are the directors?
So there's Thomas Vinterberg from Another Round.
All right, another round. I can't wait to see. It's a film from Denmark with Mads Mikkelsen. It's about a group of teachers that get together and they hatch a plan to keep throughout their daily lives to keep a certain level of blood alcohol.
Yeah.
So that because they think their life can be better if they're all kind of tipsy and a little
Oh
bit
my
drunk,
God.
and they're all teachers.
That's great.
So cool.
That
The
actually
Doesn't
does
seem
sound
like
good.
up the Academy's alley.
Yeah.
That's already out. I'm pretty sure.
If
I
I
can't
could
wait to
just,
watch it.
the poster is just Mads taking a big swig out of a wine.
Yeah,
bottle.
apparently
great.
it's great.
That's
That's
a
cool.
great
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, I can't
That
wait to
actually
watch
sounds good.
Under 2-hour film, choice.
that. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Put the reading glasses on because subtitles.
David
Yeah.
Fincher
Yeah.
for Mank.
David Fincher's Mank, Lee Isaac Chung for Minari,
Good.
Chloe Zhao for Nomadland, and Emerald Fennell for Promising Young Woman.
So yeah, I reckon you could have bumped Fincher. And wait, who are the other ones?
Vinterberg, Fincher, Chung,
See,
Zhao, and
at the
Fennell.
moment, I'd bump Vinderberg because I haven't seen this film. I'm sure it's great, and if I were to watch it, I'm sure I'd keep him in there.
But who do you want in there?
Regina King for One Night in Miami.
Ooh.
Because Leslie Odom Jr. did he get nominated for Best Supporting Actor? for
Yeah,
One
he
Night?
got in for supporting.
That's,
Is Regina
that's 3
King-
black actors in Best Supporting.
Yeah.
You know, Regina
excellent.
King has come a long way. That is something I've watched actually. Cinderella Story. Watched that the other day. She's come a long
was
way.
She, you know, she directed.
No, she was in it.
I was going to say, this is her first directed film, One Night in
She
Miami.
directed.
Am I
That's
still the only
awesome.
one that's seen One Night in Miami?
Yeah.
Good movie. Good movie.
Do they spend one night?
They do.
Just
Does
one?
anyone know what it's about?
No.
It's a fictional. It's set in like in a hotel room. One Night in Miami. What's his name? Muhammad Ali or Clash.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned this on another
Malcolm X,
episode.
Muhammad Ali, Jim.
Yeah,
They're all
Same-
like in a room
same
Yeah,
together.
it's Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali,
Yeah.
Jim Crow. No, Jim Crow.
Jim Crow,
Not Jim
Jesus.
Crow.
Jim Crow.
Jim Brown and
Jim
Sam
Brown-
Cooke.
Sam Cooke. Definitely not Jim Crow.
Jesus.
Definitely not Jim Crow. That'd be an entirely different movie.
God damn. Yeah, no, I
and
remember
it's just
seeing
them
the
having
trailer
a
for that. It
conversation
looks
about their
amazing.
experiences and what they believe in, because you've got Sam Cooke and Malcolm X who just don't see eye to eye, and like Malcolm X, the whole film's been like, you've got the loudest voice out of anyone here, and you're conforming to sing what the white people want you to sing, where you can be the most powerful voice out of all of us, and that's them.
I am very excited to see
Good
this.
movie.
It looks excellent.
It feels like a play.
I would like that. Again, under 2 hour film. I'm loving it. It's good. I love a movie that's under 2 hours, unless its name is Justice League 2017. And I love a good song that's under 3 minutes.
So you got me at a 1 hour and 45-minute runtime. If you can get a 1 hour 45-minute and it's good, thank you. That's all I want.
It's a good time.
That literally becomes the reason for me watching a movie or not. Like, if I'm like, want to watch a movie, I'm like, it's an hour 45. Yep, cool, put it on. Perfect runtime for a comedy too.
Anyone watched any of these documentaries?
No,
What
we can
are
skip
they?
them. I think we're done with the Oscars.
They're
now.
nothing. Yeah, I think we're done with the Oscars.
Yep.
Cool. That's it.
That's it. All right, bye everyone. Thank you for listening. and
Oh, okay. That was it. That was our Oscars wrap up. No, I think we're headed over to Alex's corner.
No one put it on the
Yes.
board, but we're gonna do a quick what you've been watching, because after this is a trailer game, so we're gonna be done in 5 minutes.
Ooh, it's a brief.
Oh,
All right. So let's do this. Stop it there, because we'll get copyrighted again.
Do you love how short that has?
So after a little break,
2-week break, because they all started feeling the same, and I tell you, I need the 2-week break because this one's
the same.
man.
So which one did we have this week?
So this one's called "You Only Live Twice." It's still Sean Connery. We got one more Sean Connery one after
Man, you
this.
still haven't even broken the first Bond yet.
I'm on 5. This is the 5th one.
Jeez.
So I still got one Connery to go, but the next movie's not Connery. The next movie's
Old mate Adelaide?
yeah, him.
Australian dude.
Man, Adelaide Man. Her Majesty's Secret
His
Service.
name.
interesting.
But the next Diamonds Are Forever is the
Lazenby.
next Connery. Yeah, George Lazenby.
So he had like a movie off, then came
Yeah,
back.
this is not the one that he went back and remade. This is still.
this is like the core like
Yeah.
Bond ones. Yeah.
Yep.
So all right, so this one basically set predominantly in Japan.
Okay.
Opening line of this film that Bond says is extremely problematic, but we are all.
I think you shared that when you had to take your break.
So I'll just give you a picture.
Oh, that's right.
So it's Bond kissing a Chinese woman.
Yes, I remember now.
And then he says, why did a Chinese woman taste different?
And the Chinese or
and that's
Oriental?
the opening of the film.
No, that's
it-
that's Connery's first line of the film. And then the Chinese woman goes, "Oh, we taste better." And he goes, "Yes, like Peking duck." He goes, "Not
Oh,
better."
no.
He
Not
goes,
better, different.
He goes, "Not better, just different. It's like Peking duck compared to an American hamburger." And she goes,
So
"Honey, I give you
bad.
best duck." And
so
Don't need the
bad.
accent either,
I'm
Alex.
trying to imagine Sean Connery say this in a like sexy way, and it's not going down well in my brain.
God, that
Fair.
is.
okay, so that's the start
I
of the
prefer
film.
peeping
And the
to an American cheeseburger. I can't do it.
That was pretty good.
I kind of forgot a lot what happens in this film because it's just so like the others.
Can I tell you some of the fun facts off IMDb
Of hang
this
on,
film?
let me give the synopsis
Plot.
first.
Yeah, let's have a bit of
where
a plot.
it's a mystery organization. I wonder who they are behind the scenes snatching. That's the problem with the whole film. Is
Yeah.
that the first half of the film they're like, oh, it's not the Russians, it's not the Japanese, it's someone else who are taking these things. And like, I wonder who this organization.
Who else
is.
could it be?
And it's just like, are
It's
you
not
kidding
those
me? Are
two.
you really playing that? I don't know who it is. Spectre. It's Spectre.
Yeah.
It's absolutely Spectre. Jesus Christ, that's what annoyed me. I'm just like, don't. I was like, just tell it's them. It's halfway through the movie where it's like, oh, it was Spectre. It's just like, no shit.
And has
I guess
Spectre
it's
been
half an
on hiatus? Or
No, we had Spectre last movie.
okay.
You already had the one off
Yeah,
of
the best one so far was non-Spectre related.
You only have Spectre twice.
Yeah, I love that Spectre was last film though.
Yeah.
So it's like, who is doing this to us now?
The problem is that in like, the last 4 films, it's like, oh, Bond goes up against Spectre's number 3. Bond goes up against Spectre's number 2. This one, guess what? He's going against number 1 now. Blofeld. We meet Blofeld this one. That's a big reveal. And, oh my God, has ever Austin Powers tainted my viewing experience of James Bond? Watching Blofeld run around, I'm just like, oh my God, Austin Powers nailed him with Dr. Evil. I was just like,
Right.
my God, they nailed him with the
Yeah.
scar. And like every time I was running
Oh
around,
my God, I know this guy.
I just imagined Dr. Evil running around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They absolutely nailed it.
So yeah, basically what happens is Spectre snatching rockets with astronauts in it from space, and everyone's like, what's happening? Basically, same thing they're trying to do from Russia with Love, where they're just like trying to get the US and the Russians to fight because this is the end of the Cold War, the height at the Cold War, and they're just like, that's what we want. We want Russia and America to fight.
We want war. We want World War III.
Because they're Spectre and they're evil. And it's just up to James Bond to stop it. There's a part where he teams up with the Japanese Secret Service. The head of it, called nickname is Tiger. That's fun. There's a part where he goes to Tiger's like little island that Tiger runs, and he's training ninjas.
I thought you were about to say it's full of tigers.
Nah,
Would have been alright.
He's training ninjas. It's so funny. He goes, like, there's a scene where like he's showing him around his island where all the training is, and he literally just goes, "Now let's go see some more ninjas." And then it cuts to him showing him more ninjas and training, and I was just like, "That's funny." It made me laugh. So look, it's not bad. It's not great. I'd say it's watchable. I didn't have a bad time watching. I just felt like I'm a bit over Spectre.
It's
so
watchable.
Do we get
if you can
James
get
Bond in
past the first
space at
5
all?
minutes.
No, James Bond currently not in space.
So we haven't reached
Austin.
Austin Powers 2 yet.
No. But yeah, overall, I mean, he sleeps with 4 women in this one.
Jesus.
So what's that total up to?
I feel like we're close to 15 or 16 across 5 movies now.
How many kids do you think James Bond?
There's a website that says likelihood of STDs with Bond, and I think Roger Moore's got the most. Look, he only on screen sleeps with 3 women in this film, but one of them
Is it
the one he ends with. The one he's going off in the sunset, I'm counting her because they're definitely going to bone once they get back on that Navy ship.
in the Navy?
Yeah. I mean, Blofeld's
Wait,
kind
does
of
that
cool.
mean he's not going to be with the girl?
Blofeld's got a pool full of hungry piranhas, and they just
Frickin'
throw a
sharks
woman
with
in there.
frickin' lasers on their frickin' heads.
Number 13 of Spectre.
Laser beams.
Scotty's on fire.
Austin Powers 1 is so good.
All of them. I love
number Goldmember's the one I've watched the most.
Goldmember.
Yeah,
Scotty Zip.
Goldmember.
Zip it, Scotty Zippo.
quick, that's a keeper.
Sharks with frickin' laser beams.
Tweet.
Do you want some fun facts about this
Tweet
film,
like a
Alex?
twigger.
Just give me 1 second. So
Okay.
I'm going deep into Blofeld's piranha pool.
Get deep into
Yeah.
Blofeld.
More about the pool.
So yeah. So number 13, who is a woman that James Bond sleeps with, Inspector. Obviously.
Was she the 13th person he slept with?
No. Maybe.
Do you need to define that James Bond slept with her, or she's just a woman in the James Bond film?
So it's implied.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
crazy, man. He will have a 30-second scene with someone he's just met, and I feel bad for Moneypenny. Moneypenny is the only one in these films that he doesn't fuck. Like,
Is Moneypenny a woman?
yeah,
Oh.
Yeah, she's the leader.
yeah. She's like she's M secretary, man.
What actress plays her in the Pierce Brosnan one? She's very popular.
Don't know. I know.
British female matriarch.
I'm thinking. Who am I thinking?
In everything, it's her.
Not Judi Dench. She's
That's
I don't know
M.
anyone's name, so
She's
it doesn't
Judi
help.
Dench.
Dame Judi
M.
Dench is M
Yeah.
in the more recent films.
In Daniel Craig's one, though, Money Perry's Rachel Harris. She's the lady from Pirates of the Caribbean. You know, the one the one who gets big. The one who's in like the shack and she's all weird
Calypso.
and shit. Calypso.
Yes.
I want to say Calypso, but that didn't sound like the right sort of person.
Are
And
you-
you said the one that goes big.
Oh, Calypso.
you
the,
thinking
the
of
voodoo one.
Yeah, the voodoo lady.
Lois
Voodoo,
Maxwell, maybe?
Maybe. Show us.
There's been many.
Yeah.
Cool. I like her.
Anyway,
Okay.
13 works for Spectre. She's tasked to kill Bond. Bond sleeps with her. Then she tries to kill Bond unsuccessfully.
See you sleep with her again.
No, he
Ha! I've beaten you.
doesn't get the
Ugh.
chance. Doesn't get the chance because Blofeld's like, that's it. You failed your mission. And he's got this bridge that goes over the piranha pool. And she's like halfway through walking the bridge. He just presses a button. The bridge just drops and she falls in the piranha pool and dies.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
God
and
damn.
he kills the main henchman in this film by throwing him in the piranha pool and he goes, Bon appetit. And,
Ooh, yes.
Can we just sound clip that and put it on the board of him just saying
Bon
Bon
appetit.
appetit.
So what? You've got George Lazenby next, have
Yeah,
you?
and then I'm back to
Ben, you're back
Connery
to...
for one.
Connery
You
for
don't have to
one.
say goodbye to him for too long.
And
That's
then we
nice.
got dude. The only issue is Connery's looking old now in these movies.
Oh,
That's
no.
why they do
I
replace
see.
him.
Yep.
Yeah, Connery's like he's looking a bit stiff. So yeah. Overall,
Maybe it's all the women he's sleeping with.
That's right. The Viagra just got stuck.
So dehydrated.
so yeah, that was what's the name of this one?
You Only Live
Never-
You
Twice.
Only Live
Yeah.
Twice.
Oh,
1967.
It's because he dies at the beginning. The MI6 fake his death in the beginning,
Right, okay.
so that his enemies are off guard.
The
course.
henchman that Bond fights is played by the Samoan pro wrestler, the High Chief, who's the grandfather of The Rock.
That's cool.
Cool.
Cool. All right,
Nice.
guess what? I give it like a 3.5 out of 5. It's fine. Not the worst one I've watched.
Pretty good.
so
Is it like
far.
middle?
That's pretty good.
It's not as bad as the last one where the ending's just the Thunderball, where the ending's just the scuba divers fighting with harpoons. That was a little lackluster, but you know.
Yep.
we'll
So what's
get
the
over
title of the one you've got next?
it. Her Majesty's Secret Service. George
So where
Lazenby.
Yep.
so where did this one rank in the?
It'd be above Thunderball, under Doctor No,
There we
Yeah.
go.
Very nice.
and that's that.
Okay.
Cut it. Yeah, that's all we can do.
Okay, well, Michael, what have you been watching?
Alrighty.
Oh jeez.
Jumping in, I love it. Good work.
Well, a while ago, as in this happened twice now. There was a series that I watched called Last Chance U on Netflix, which is sort of about it was about like a college that like American football players go to try and get like a D1 scholarship. Like it's that like
Talking to your microphone.
obviously like their last chance. Like sort of
Yeah.
if they didn't get the scholarships they want, they go here, play here for a year, and try and make it into like the bigger colleges. But they've come out with a new series which is about basketball now.
Yeah.
So
Okay, yep.
So they're
Is
at
it still
like
called Last Chance U?
Last Chance U basketball.
Okay.
Yeah, it literally is just the same title. It's pretty
Make it glassy.
pretty blunt. Pretty blunt. It's about so they're at like a community college this time, so it's like junior college sort of thing. So they're only there for like the year as well. It's got a bit of obviously because it's a different sport. It's a bit of a different vibe. Like I don't know, American football. Like everyone seems to be like butting heads with each other a lot more
And
than
you've got
this.
so many people on a team.
And there's so many people on team, and like obviously you got like the people that red shirt and stuff. So you got people trying to like beat each other out for these positions. Whereas in this one, it's a bit more like you got one or two people that are like, why aren't I starting?
Yeah.
But like most of the time, everyone's normally getting like a bit on the
it
court.
gets passed around a bit more.
So yeah, so it's more like, but one of the dudes on there was like he was going to like Oak Hill, which is one of like the really really big basketball high schools, and like the clip they show is Oak Hill playing. I can't remember the name of it, but like the high school Ben Simmons went to.
Yeah.
And like in like the Big Four like final of March Madness, like those two playing, that they show him hitting a three or something. So like he was like at the top and like
Nice.
just like has fallen hard. Like but like I know it's kind of sad because like there's one of the other dudes who's like athletic freak, but he was just like obviously wasn't smart enough. But like, you know, in high school, they just like, oh, you can play basketball, it's fine. But like colleges wouldn't offer it. Like wouldn't
Yeah,
offer
they
it. No
wouldn't get
big
him a
college was
scholarship
going to
or
give him
anything.
anything because he had like a 2.2 grade point average.
Yeah.
I don't know how those like I don't know how it works. I don't know what like a high one is or what. But I like obviously that's a pretty low number. But
Yeah.
I watched an interesting video about the high school team that the Bull Brothers played on.
Chino Hills.
Yeah, Chino Hills, and there's only 5 of them. They're the only ones that played, pretty much.
Yeah, those three, and then like
Yeah.
you look at any sort of highlights, and it's just the three of them passing the
Yeah.
ball around to each other. Like
For comparison, the average high school GPA in America is sitting at a 3.
Oh, I'm above that. Good.
So
Wait,
yeah.
3 out of what though? Isn't it a 4.0 scale?
5.5.
Isn't the US GPA that they go on a 4.0
Oh,
scale?
do they?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
still
it's a
above that.
4.0 scale.
Wouldn't know.
So yeah,
Well, if it's
so,
a 3, that's like a distinction average.
so a 3.
GPA check? GPA,
3 is a
GPA
B.
check?
GPA?
I don't know.
What's your American standardized grading level?
GPA? GPA check?
I
GPA check?
I did the NAPLAN test.
6?
0.2.
GPA check?
I did the NAPLAN test.
What's your NAP plan? What's your year 9
smart.
term
No,
2
NAP
semester
plan?
2 NAP plan?
My math wasn't good, but my English was excellent.
Great. Yep. Nice.
You're
Yeah,
the smartest one here, by the way.
Am I?
Yeah,
Oh.
5.
I like the whole.
Alex would definitely be the
I'm doing an easier course
No,
though.
yeah, you are. I'm doing IT. I'm doing maths.
I'm doing a master's.
Yeah, like
In what?
Environmental management and development.
There we go.
It won't be a 6.2 after this economics course, let me tell you.
Econ 305.
You bet. If you want Steph and Chris's hot financial tips, patreon.com/millennial movie talk. You can check out the pre-show where we talked about stonks.
And really, if you think about it, the financial advice within that will pay for the Patreon subscription.
There you go.
Stonks
Yeah,
and
so
crypto.
you're covered.
Guaranteed.
We
Yeah,
are
Crypto, we're
putting our
techie.
Patreon money into crypto, aren't we? Is that agreed?
That's
Yeah,
what we're
yeah,
doing.
for sure.
We can withdraw a little bit of it, so we'll take it out. We'll put it into crypto.
see how we
See how
go.
we go.
This is a crypto friendly show.
We are.
Yep.
We're Cryptomania.
Cryptomania?
Cryptomania.
Why does it sound like a bad wrestling
It does. It
event?
sounds
Yeah,
like
it does a
something
bit.
someone would have if they want to like fuck something weird.
Or like a scam crypto trading
Yeah, it's
platform.
what people have when they want to fuck like mummies and stuff. Cryptomania.
Okay.
Okay. Alrighty.
Alrighty then.
Do we like that?
Back-
Good. I got a laugh.
I like-
Back to the
Yes.
bit.
I did. You still got
Normally like so the football like series. Obviously, there's not as many football games.
Was
in,
it as good as Coach Snoop? Because that was an excellent series.
yeah.
Coach Snoop was
I never
such
saw
a
it.
good
Sorry,
series.
does that exist? Is that a show?
So Coach Snoop was a Netflix series that I watched when it came out. I don't know why I watched it, but
It
I
was just
did.
there.
So Snoop Dogg,
Snoop Doggy
the
Dogg.
Snoop Dogg,
No, Snoop Lion. Is he Snoop Lion anymore?
No, I think
he's
he's
back
dropped
to
back
dog.
to
He's
Snoop
Snoop
Dogg.
Dogg.
He's
So
back to dog.
He
He de-evolved.
as
Yeah.
like a bit of like a community service type thing. He started like a youth football team that
Oh,
competes
yeah.
in like district or something. And like you watch him and he's actually coaching these kids, and like a lot of them come from really tough neighborhoods and everything. And it's a really wholesome documentary series. I can't recommend it enough. It's excellent. Anyway, continue.
I've seen a short of that and just it's Snoop
It's
Dogg.
really-
Snoop
Yeah,
Dogg
I
doing
remember.
good.
I think I remember that
Snoop
coming
Doggy
out.
Dogg.
But
Yeah.
yeah, like with the football series, like obviously there's not like there's only very few games in the season, so
Yeah.
like in that one, like it stresses on like you need to win every single game, and you kind of see every single game. This
Yeah.
one you come in and they've already won like 20 something games. Like it's just
there's so
their
many
road
games in
to
the
like
season.
actually winning. Yeah, because I've like won 20 games and like 5 episodes in, so that's an extra 5 games. It's kind of just a countdown to playoffs. Like they're trying to win
Right,
nationals
yeah.
because like this coach, you're like.
Then we make it to regionals. Then we make it to.
And then we make it to
Regionals.
national lower zone semis. What the hell are regionals? Yeah, it's kind of like this coach has like come in because obviously like it was a shitty basketball program when he came in, and like he's pushed it, and they always get to like the playoffs but never make like the final. So it's kind of like the big emphasis on it is like, you know, he wants these players to succeed, but like he's also trying to push them to get them to win this like the national. So I'm like halfway through now. So
Cool.
when I finish
Sounds
it,
cool.
there'll be another update.
Cool. I like.
I watched something sports related as well, and I finished it. And it's the new Amazon Prime documentary, Making Their Mark, which is just all AFL footy.
AFL.
Yeah, see, I
very
do want
interesting.
to. I'll probably watch that after I finish this.
It's probably the most. I'm so happy because it's so well produced. It's so
It's abs-
highly made.
I've watched a little bit of it because my parents binge watched it, which is so out of character
Yeah.
for them. Like they full on.
Mum
They
and
were
Dad
watching
did that
3
too.
episodes in a row, like multiple times.
Hour
However many
long-
episodes there are.
So I watched it twice because I binge watched it. So it was meant to come out last Friday, but suddenly it was up on Thursday night at like 10 o'clock.
Nice.
So I stayed up to 4 watching the
Binge watching
first
the whole
6
thing.
episodes.
Do you have
Nice.
uni the next day or?
I didn't go into uni at all.
Oh, okay, fair
External.
enough. How's that GPA?
I'm all external, baby.
God damn.
I just go to Zoom calls and mute my mic and walk away. So yeah, I watched them, and then I watched the next day. Then over the weekend, I rewatched it all with my parents. And Mike, I'm not going to spend too much on it because I know this movie podcast fan base does not give a shit about AFL footy.
It's very niche.
It's very niche. It's just so great seeing something so well produced
About, like-
our game.
Yeah.
Because obviously we never, being Australians, we never see anything hype. We only see what we see on our TV, and if anything is made about it, it's airing on Channel 7 and it's shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was going to say, just commenting on this as well, for people who don't know what this is, they were planned to do a documentary series about these AFL
The first
players.
episode starts before COVID.
Sorry.
Yeah, the first episode is completely normal, and then COVID hits. And much like any other documentary series around this time, like all of a sudden, oh shit, this documentary series is taking a whole nother turn.
Yeah, and they probably
Right.
it's probably worked better for them. because
Yeah,
now
honestly, it made it so interesting.
they had behind the scenes access to probably the most interesting season of footy ever.
yeah.
They follow one team specifically.
6. They
Six.
follow six main people.
Our boys there?
West
Yep.
Coast, Crows,
West
Richmond.
Coast. So West Coast, you follow Nick Nat.
Yeah.
Richmond, you follow. Richmond kind of splits the role between 3 people.
Yeah.
For the first few episodes, you're with Peggy O'Neill, who's the American who owns Richmond Football Club.
Yeah.
Nice.
And you're also with their CEO, Brendan Gale.
Yeah.
But towards the later half of the season, you spend a lot of time with Damien Hardwick, which is the head coach, senior coach
really?
of Richmond Football
That's
Club.
cool.
For West Coast, I said that. GWS, you follow Stephen Cognilio, who is the newly appointed first-year captain of West Coast, a real young captain. And his story is tragic, man. Not like tragic, it's like
Like
sad.
it's actually
It's well, he's you can tell that he's not he's not prepared. He's not a natural leader. And his story, he ends up being. I mean, this is about the game. He gets dropped in the final games. They don't put him on the team. Like the captain of your team gets omitted.
That's sad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Crazy.
That is sad. Yeah.
You follow any bets?
Well, like Eddie from Carlton, he deals with a lot of the racism towards he's received.
Cool.
You
Well, not cool, but cool they're dealing with it.
Interesting.
Interesting.
You follow Rory from Crows. Go Crows.
That's yeah.
I feel like it's the only time I've actually had to say go Crows.
Did I tell you my mum told off Rory Sloane's wife? Sorry, I forgot.
My uncle arrested Eddie Betts. So
Oh,
Interesting.
when
that's
he was a
also
kid,
bit-
when he was a kid in Port Lincoln. No, they broke into a mall and stole stuff.
Okay. Yep.
My mum told off Rory Sloane's wife in a car park last week.
Right.
Anyway.
That's recent.
By arrested,
damn.
I want to say they picked them up and dropped them off at their grandma's house because they knew their grandma would do a hell of a lot more than the police would.
Okay, yeah, I commend that.
Yep.
So yeah. So
That's excellent, yeah.
follows up.
Rory Sloane.
And
So-
Rory Sloane, and then you follow Stewie Dew, Stuart Dew. You know him, ex-Port player.
Yeah.
And you would too. He's
No.
the coach. He's coach of Gold Coast.
Gold Coast,
Okay.
that's right, yes.
So yeah.
and they have their biggest player, what does he do? He,
Justin
he
Rao.
dislocates his shoulder or something?
Yeah, like 4 games.
What
into
I'm happy
Yeah.
about, because obviously the only thing I've seen about this is they just swear a hell of a lot.
Oh my God.
I've seen a compilation of fucks,
None of us have our phones.
and it was
Can
part
you bring
one.
up the TikTok?
It was part one.
No, I don't have
But
TikTok.
I'm glad
Google.
that they haven't just gone all right, here's Hawthorn, here's Geelong, here's Collingwood.
Yeah.
Like they have spread it out over Australia.
Yeah,
Like
and my biggest worry was that it was going to be one person, one team, full episode with them, then next episode another person.
it's bits of everyone every episode.
They're all intersliced. So
good.
it's because it's chronological, so it just goes as the season goes on.
Yeah. But no,
Yeah.
that it is definitely it was something I would watch.
Love
but
the
like
show.
you've got me hooked, especially in the fact that
It's-
it's
I'm
over
gonna have to
a lot
watch
of
it.
everyone.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
on
glad they're just
par.
not following here's Gary Abb. They're following some not as big people
Yeah,
to
and
the
it's
general
just
audience.
So interesting looking because we see stuff we never see with footy.
Especially behind the
Halftime-
scenes.
halftime speeches that the coaches give to their players, where they just fucking rip into them. I'm
That's
not a big,
interesting.
not a big.
I love a good behind the scenes like that. That's really cool.
I'm
Yeah.
not the biggest Richmond supporter because they beat Crows in the 2017 grand final. But
fair.
man, it made me like Damien Hardwick a lot more. He's such a good coach, and yeah, basically great. Very happy I watched it.
You'd like to think, especially because it's Australian, that the quality of the documentary
That's what-
will carry the sport. Even
Exactly.
because it reminded me we had a talk about Drive to Survive, which
Yeah.
is a Netflix documentary that is very well
A
produced.
lot of comparisons. between
Yes,
that and this.
on Formula One.
Yeah.
Which is a pretty niche sport in a lot of cases.
Yeah.
A lot of people like it, but don't follow it.
I think
because it's cool.
I
but you
think a
don't
lot of
follow it.
people obviously know of it. It's just and will see it on the TV and stuff. But
Yeah.
to actually be big follower is that.
There's
very
another level
niche,
to it.
yeah.
But you watch Drive to Survive and the documentary's so good that you like it, and then all of a sudden I'm on Reddit and I'm looking at F1 stuff and I'm like, look at that.
Oh, who won this tournament?
Yeah. That's
Naturally, in my head, I had to compare it to The Last Dance because that's
Right,
another
yeah.
sports documentary. Now, I'll be honest, the subject matter in The Last Dance a hell of a lot more interesting. You're
Yeah.
following
Oh,
the
yeah.
greatest sports personality ever throughout the height of his career. This, you're following AFL football.
Yeah.
Through COVID.
But
I want to see a bunch of Americans being like, yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, exactly. But the quality wise, you're talking about that, it's the same. It's like
Yeah.
it's on par
It's
with
produced incredibly well.
And I
Yeah.
do like this more than The Last Dance, only because it hits more close to home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was
It's
saying.
unbiased.
Yeah.
It's, I like it in a biased
You
fashion.
can relate. I think you can relate.
Hell
Because
of
it's
a lot more.
it's the sport. A lot of us
and
grew
you
up
also
watching
watch it and you're like,
playing,
I was there
yeah.
for that game.
Yeah.
That's what's so great about it.
I hope you weren't. It was COVID.
Do you
still
feel
like it, though, if you're members?
Do you feel so much more like you've been following the season and like you understand
Yeah.
the current situation?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because that's how I felt with the Formula One one. I was like, I feel like I'm in the click, but I haven't watched that at all.
This is a very odd one. I can't remember if it's on Stan or Amazon, but obviously after The Last Dance, one about Tony Parker came out, who was a French player for the Spurs, with Tim Duncan and Ginobili,
Right.
when they were huge, when the Spurs were at their prime, was one of them. But I was randomly scrolling one day and it just popped up.
It's
I was
on Netflix as well.
oh, okay, yeah. No, I was just
Yeah.
since when have they made it? Out of people you think you think after Kobe, you may think they've done a Kobe or a Shaq or someone else, especially after the big hype of The Last Dance. But the next one I see is a Tony Park one. I was like, you know what? I'll give it to him. He was like he was a really good player. Like he did his role really well. But
Yeah.
it's like he's not like the face of the league or
Yeah.
something.
If you said that name to me without saying he was an NBA player, I'd be like, who's
Yeah, I'm checked out with all the sport talk.
Yeah.
sports talk?
If I can bring us off a sport real quickly.
Other than that, I've just been catching up to the Snyder Cut.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I've watched Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, and Justice League. Justice
How,
League.
All right, well-
how was Justice League?
We're
Bad.
Bad.
in anticipation for the Snyder Cut.
Oh, we are.
Yeah,
Are
yeah,
you?
yeah.
Are you? Are you kidding me? It's got 78% Rotten
How
Tomatoes.
I'm
many
feeling it
hours,
off of you guys.
How
I don't
many
know.
hours away are we?
Less than 24.
Really?
Okay.
5:30 tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah.
What'd you watch, Chris?
Well, I've been distracted by the same man who stole my
God.
heart a few weeks ago.
The Red
Very fine.
Who's this man, Alex? Robert Redford. We love Robert Redford.
Did you
Come
watch
on, fair
Last
enough.
Castle?
He started a new segment
No.
about Robert Redford.
Yes.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Come
No,
on.
no. My entire segment has just become talking about Robert Redford since last episode.
What have you
Redford
got to
talk.
talk about? What
All right.
about
So Redford Gang. This week we watched Man in the Gun, and we liked
Old
it.
Man and the Gun. Yeah.
Old Man in the Gun. That's the one.
We liked it.
Yes. What year did that one come out,
Or
Alex?
something?
Yeah, it came out 2020.
Yeah. Don't know.
Oh,
2020.
No,
he didn't
sorry.
win.
2019 came out, but it hit theaters here 2020.
Okay.
Didn't mean to do that.
Yep.
Settle down, boys, settle down.
So
He's sporting a mustache in this one.
he has a lot of fake mustaches because he is a bank robber.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
Now this one, pretty good film. It's a true story about a bank robber. Follows him in his very later kind of when he's literally getting too old to rob banks, and he's coming to terms with the reality of that, and he's thinking about what do I do now? But the character in question has escaped from 30 prisons supposedly, and finally there's kind of a bit towards the end where there's a bit of a montage with some clips,
Nice.
and I just loved it because the first view he's meant to be a kid, so it's showing a child, right?
Oh,
And
So
then
no
it's
red
meant.
food
Then
from
he's
the
meant to be. Sorry.
I can see
No,
where
no
this.
red food for the beginning.
I can see where
No.
this is going.
Oh, this isn't the whole movie. This is just the montage where it's showing his prison escape. Sorry, because he's explaining it to someone. We see a little kid. So it's obviously not Radford.
Yep.
It gets a bit older, and then we're not sort of kind of seeing the character. They're just running in the distance.
Yep.
It gets to 20s, and man in the editing room is like, Robert Redford's been in a lot of movies since
my
he was
God.
20. I'm just going to use B-roll from another
Oh my
film, which is
God.
completely different quality.
Oh,
And we just
yes.
show Robert Redford actually 20.
Oh my god.
And he literally just rises suspiciously over a crest. And that's fine because he probably did it in some cowboy movie. But it
God.
works as this was him escaping from prison in
Cool.
50s.
Oh,
So that was
I
weird.
love that.
And then he gets a bit older, and then it's just him escaping from prison where he looks slightly too old because it's him now, just makeup to
Yeah,
look
just
younger.
trying to make him.
Yeah.
Makeup just did a harder job.
Yeah, and then of course this is the current present of him because he ends up in prison at the end. Maybe he escapes again. I don't know. Maybe we should watch the movie.
Maybe
But
I'll watch it.
yeah, it's very interesting. And Robert Redford, he brings it home.
You love him, don't
Okay,
you?
look, he plays the exact same character, but he plays it so well. He's
I guess
he's
that's why they
perfect.
keep hiring to play
Yeah.
that reason.
Okay.
Right.
I mean,
so-
there are some other people in this film as well. Casey Affleck, Danny Glover, John David Washington. There's some other people in this
It
film.
was a good film. I thoroughly enjoyed this one. The
that-
cop that chases him, there's very interesting, the entire thing with them. But yeah, sorry.
I was gonna say, is that the Redford corner or more Redford?
Well, we also
It's
watched...
the Red Fort.
It's the Red Fort.
You should document it.
Today in the Red
was
Fort.
Today
I
in the
love
Red
it. I
Fort,
love it
yeah.
so
That was
much.
me.
A
Okay.
report from the Red Fort.
Well, all right, we watched Old Man and the Gun and we liked it.
Lovely.
So this week, everyone needs to watch Indecent Proposal. And I know you guys probably might
haven't
know what
seen
it's
it.
about. Do you have any idea?
Nah.
Well,
Chris has
Steph,
been telling me about it.
can you buy love? That's what I want to ask you. What's the price? What price would you put on
I
love?
believe the Beatles said, "Can't buy me love."
This is a trick question.
I
isn't
think
it?
she is also the wrong person to ask.
Oh,
about
sorry.
that.
I'm probably the wrong person.
Braden, can you buy love?
Yeah, about $9.99 down at the corner.
No. Well, Robert Redford
hour?
tends to bid.
No, I'm talking about a can of drink and some.
Oh,
dollars.
right. Robert Redford tends to bid a little higher
Oh,
when he makes his indecent proposals.
is he sex trafficking?
No.
Is he
no.
a bit more on the $20?
So
for an hour
most
sort of
people,
thing?
most people's parents know what this movie's about because it's famous just because of kind of what it's about. But
Should I get Dad in here?
yeah, Robert Redford is a billionaire, crazy billionaire.
Okay.
And he takes
So
a
he's not
shine.
getting
Crazy
tax
rich
correct.
No, he takes a shine to Woody Harrelson's fresh wife.
Ooh.
and they are very poor.
She's-
I do
They
know what
are
this
about
movie's
to lose their house,
Right.
and Robert Redford, the billionaire, offers them $1 million for something.
Yeah, I do know what this movie
Is it
about.
indecent?
And it's indecent what he offers. And the movie is about how a couple might deal with that situation.
Goddamn.
And
Interesting.
that part of the movie is interesting.
What are you getting ready to get cucked?
Yeah,
Yeah,
hey.
pretty much.
I also did watch Kingsman 1 and 2 and Kick-Ass 1 and 2.
Lovely.
But, okay.
We've talked about those movies a million
Lovely.
times.
That's it.
Trailer game.
No, we
have a
have
song.
an intro.
Actually, I like that intro more and more the more I hear it.
Yeah?
It's
Yeah.
so hype.
It does, yeah, it hypes me up.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the trailer game. If you watched this before, you know the rules. If you haven't, here they are. I have 3 trailers right here. The contestants, we have a full house today. The first time all the contestants have been here. So there's no excuses why someone's in the lead for this game. We've got Michael. Michael's currently sitting on 8. Chris is currently the leader with 11. Braden currently with 7. And Steph hot on Chris's tail with 10. Now, what's going to happen is I've got the audio only of 3 separate trailers. What's going to happen? I'm going to play the audio. The contestants buzz in. If they get it right, point. If they don't, we keep continuing the trailer, and then the other contestants have a chance to buzz in. You only get to take a second guess once everyone's had their first guess. That's the best time I've ever done it.
You have nailed
Totally.
it.
Yeah, lovely.
You should now clip that.
But we say
and
that every
put
week.
it on a button so that way you don't have
But
to
the problem is
describe
We've
I
it.
think
said
everyone
this.
scores.
Yeah, true.
And now every time you do it so well, we interrupt you saying that.
have a gap in the recording
So
so,
I can just go.
As Chris is on 8,
You got
Steph is on 7. Like, just do it like that.
If they are right, you will hear. That
Well,
ended very quick. If
I
you're right,
hope
they will
not.
hear.
there you go.
If they're wrong, you will hear.
All right.
The buzz is
alrighty.
so long, it makes you feel so
Yeah.
bad for getting it wrong.
Yeah, it does.
Now, I'm going to have to take my headphones off for this one because I need to hear who gets this because it's going to be so close.
It's gonna be quick.
Yeah. So I can't.
Gonna be like
I can't
2
put the
second
trailer
or
on.
Okay, that's a good look.
Thanks. Oh, I'll go LeVar.
you know-
LeVar from.
Levan and Bernberg.
I'll go him from Star Trek.
I was gonna say no. You look like either it's like Star Trek or that extra on Cloud City in.
I have a feeling I'm just not going to be in the
Empire.
running for this one. I've got terrible reflexes.
So can everyone do their buzzers so I know who's who? I'm sure I remember those. All right, are we ready? I'm pretty sure this has got like a 5-second thing. If not,
Here we go. Let's see how we go. Here it comes. Everyone get ready.
Long ago, in a faraway land, there was a prosperous kingdom ruled by a young emperor.
That was everyone all at the same time.
No, still not me. I didn't. Yeah.
it wasn't. Was it you? Did
I
you?
know what it is, but I didn't buzz just then.
Did only you and I buzz?
Yeah.
Rock. I want
Ooh.
rock paper scissors.
All right.
Oh no.
Ready? So do you go 1, 2, 3, go? Yeah. All right.
Second
Michael?
we had Boom Baby, I was like,
Empress New Groove.
good
One of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
All right, that's the easiest.
Yeah,
it
that
gets.
was tense.
That must have been you and me like on it straight away.
All I heard at the same time was just
Can we also
What part did we
appreciate?
get up
I've
to?
I've broken my dry streak.
Yeah.
Hey, Michael's got one. Michael is on 9.
Michael
Shit
ain't
is-
dry.
I
Hold
can
on,
retire on
Steph's
that
yours.
one
9,
now.
10, 11. Crap.
Yeah,
This
and
is-
I'll retire on
Getting
that
serious.
All right. Good luck for the rest of it. By the way.
Okay, the rest of these are really tough.
You haven't got it yet.
This is a lovely audio experience.
Rise and shine. What is this place?
Can you tell me your name?
I can't remember anything.
Maze Runner.
Oh
Hey.
my god.
I've never seen it, so I wouldn't
Oh.
know that one.
That was the titular maze runner.
Yes.
Daniel
Yep.
Bryan.
Daniel Bryan. Dylan Bryan.
Steph,
Dylan
tied it-
Bryan.
you've Steph,
Daniel
you-
Bryan's a wrestler.
tied it up for the lead.
Tied up for the lead.
Can someone
That's it.
please edit him into the maze runner?
Yes. So. Oh. Okay.
Oh, you tied lead.
All right. Are we ready for trailer 3?
Here we go.
I'm hot. I'm big.
No! No!
My name is Daniel Lugo, and I believe in fitness. All this began because it was time to push myself harder.
Oh, there you go. Yes.
Otherwise, I was looking at another 40 years of wearing sweatpants to work.
Mr. Doble, are you currently using steroids?
I think they messed me up.
Don't worry, that's what we specialize in here. Penis magic.
I'm a self-made
Rebels.
man. I made a lot of money.
Maybe yourself ought to spend some of it on a salad.
You know who invented salad? Poor people.
What's going on, Dio? You ever just get tired of being where you are, Adrian? No. I kind of like it here. I mean, the weights are new to I mean, in life, man.
I'm just trying to think of a Mark Wahlberg fitness
It's
film.
also Anthony
I have a
Mackie.
plan to change that.
Do you want a director?
Do your time, pal.
Sure. I don't think
Michael
it's got-
Bay.
Yeah,
Fixed
I
for a
think
job
we.
now.
Bay.
What?
Do you want
Transformers.
Do you want another actor?
Yeah.
The Rock.
Sure we can.
Victor Kershaw is a criminal prick who deserves bad stuff to happen to him.
I've never seen it, that's for sure.
through with this. Nobody gets hurt, right? Oh, man. We snatch him. There he is. We grab him.
Come out.
Signs a few signatures. We give him a protein
2013.
shake. You don't even know what happened. I watched a lot of movies, Paul. I know what I'm doing.
Been in a lot of movies,
Jimmy
Mark.
Gang has successfully.
Don't think any of us know
Oh,
the title
someone's got it?
or the movie.
I think we're all
Really?
Yeah,
I think for the first time.
can't even think of the film.
So this is the Michael Bay hit 2013 vehicle, Pain and Gain.
Pain and Gain.
It was on the tip
You
of
know
your
what?
tongue.
I was thinking Pain and Glory. I was like, nah, that's not the right one.
Pain and
Glory,
Gain.
That's a different
Yeah,
thing.
it's a different thing.
Never heard of it.
Nah, I'm with
I just knew it's just
I'd
one.
never
It's
heard
just
of
one
it.
like.
Well, I've heard
fitness
Pain and
movie.
Gain.
Oh my god! All right,
damn.
so
A
no,
deep
so
cut.
no one here's seen it at all.
Nah.
Man, there's a scene in this film where they basically want to get rich by killing people and
Shit.
then
one way to do
stuff like that. And I can't remember exactly what happens, but there's a scene where they kill someone. They accidentally kill someone, so they're very incompetent. Like they want to threaten to kill them. They really want to do it, but then they can't go through with it. But then they actually do accidentally kill someone. They're all bodybuilders,
Oh.
and The Rock's like an idiot born again Christian.
Oh my god.
And they accidentally kill someone, and Mark Wahlberg and Anthony Mackie go to a hardware store to go buy like things to just chop up and dispose of the body, and they're like, you like burn off their fingerprints so you don't know where they are, and then it just like cuts to a scene where The Rock's outside at the front of the warehouse on a public road grilling someone's hands on the griller.
Oh.
And then a subtitle comes up and goes, once again, we have to remind you, this is a true story.
Oh my god.
So yeah.
Yeah, a trio of bodybuilders in Florida get caught up in an extortion ring and a kidnapping scheme that goes terribly wrong. God damn.
Wow.
There you go.
Sure.
It's fine. It's
Oh.
It's fine.
It's worth watching. It's yeah. It's just
weird.
unbelievable.
Check this one out.
Yeah. Crazy.
Well, there we go.
I'm very happy that no one got that because I put
Yeah.
that one in because I thought no one would have heard of it.
That was a deep cut.
Yeah.
Not bad, not bad.
That's a point for Alex.
Can
Can we
counting that?
add one? Every time we can't
If
get
Alex-
one.
I'm on
it goes
two.
If
I'm on two.
Alex
freaky. No
beats
one got
us-
freaky.
No one did get that one.
If Alex beats us, he gets points. So Alex is now on
True.
2.
Yeah.
So with that, the trailer game scores are Chris on 11, Steph on 11, Michael on 9, Braden on 7, Alex on 2.
Now,
On.
Steph, we didn't tell you what the
No.
winner has to do.
What's this one after?
So by episode 100, if the winner, whoever the winner of the trailer game is, they're playing the trailer game on episode 100, but they're not playing against any one of us. You're playing the audience,
Well, the collective,
collective
group
audience,
of the audience and us, or
except for me because I will make them.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, that was the trailer game, everyone.
Thank you everyone for joining us for episode 98 of Millennial Movie Talk MMT with the gang.
Yes,
The whole gang.
we are
entire
not
gang.
right?
The whole gang.
Yes.
When we are legally not a gang. We are, however,
Not
a
this week.
business. You can head over to patreon.com/millennial movie talk where you can find all of our bonus content we put up there, pre-shows, post-shows, random ass after dark talks that we'll get. You got a taste of that if you're over on the pay podcast feed.
You right?
Yeah, I had a
Did you have a
small
stroke?
stroke.
Get ready for the next one. Chris and I will be deep diving into a subject matter that kicks ass.
Oh, I wonder what it'll be.
Kick ass, by the way, guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
you ruined it. But yeah, so you can find that patreon.com/millennial talk. Subscribe on whatever podcast service of choice you're at. If you want to find where we are, you can go to anchor.fm/millennial movie talk. Or if you're over on YouTube, youtube.com/Millennial Movie Talk, you can find us there and subscribe, like the videos, see our wonderful faces.
Yay.
And our new mic stands.
Yay.
Thank you, Patreons.
For doing nothing.
I mean, their support meant a lot to me.
And with saying that, I'm Alex.
I'm Michael.
I'm Christian.
I'm Braden.
I'm Steph.
And we're out of here. Also, remember to add Michael on Facebook. Goodbye.